Hello and welcome to Weekly Weird News, brought to you by Code of the Ball in the Post-Truth Apocalypse. I'm Ben, and as always I'm hanging out with Mike.
Hello.
Claire.
Hey.
And Pete.
Hello.
And today we bring to you our sister show from Code of the Ball in the Post-Truth Apocalypse. The weirdest shit we found on the net this week, whether it be a bit disturbing, whether it be light-hearted, whether it be macabre, whether it be dismembered corpses. We bring it to you in one after the other easy to follow format. So, let's begin.
In bite-sized chunks.
And bite-sized chunks. Have you heard the news from Mexico?
I haven't.
What's going on?
Can I introduce you guys?
Yep.
Fuck that.
How are you?
It's my birthday, I'm allowed to eat. High on life. High on life, baby. So Mexico's president shares proof of mythical forest elf hiding in trees.
Oh my god.
Proof.
This is the Mexican president, Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador, and he has shared a photo that he says shows an alux, a forest creature like an elf or leprechaun, and says that, quote, everything is mystical. So Mexico's president, Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador, has posted a photo of what he claims to be an elf on his official Twitter account. The photo of the alux, a mischievous woodland spirit from Mayan folklore, was reportedly taken by an engineer working on a new train line. Mr. Obrador wrote on Twitter, quoting him, I share two photos of our supervision of the Mayan train works. One, taken by an engineer 3 days ago, apparently of an alux, by Diego Petro, of a splendid prehistoric sculpture in Ekbalam. Everything is mystical.
So there's a picture, it looks like one of the Black Riders from Lord of the Rings sitting in a tree.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
A little bit. It's a very blobby.
Yeah.
It's a typical blob Scotch.
Looks like she's got a hood on, a robe.
They're an Ewok.
Oh, it's
Not
hair.
an Ewok.
Could be a Targaryen.
The little things that...
Oh,
Not
the light
the-
up
not the-
eyes.
Yeah.
Not the sand people, but
No,
the
the other ones.
Jawas.
The Jawas.
Jawas, that's it.
Looks like a Jawa sitting in a tree.
the little scavengers.
Yeah.
That's Ace.
And what's the other picture then?
That's just a stone picture.
Right.
That's what it's supposed to look like.
Could just be a cat with a bit of light in its eyes, though, couldn't it?
It could also just be a fucking owl sat in a tree, and the way the
Could be.
light has cast weird shadows on the flash and things like that.
We're seeing a
I
face.
see a hand there,
No, you can see like
a
a
face, hair. I see the body down here, legs here.
Maybe we need to have drunk 7 or 8 cans of beer by now. Maybe we'd see a bit clearer like that.
Now, I just think it's hilarious that the president of Mexico is saying, hey, here's a picture of an
I
elf.
see the Kraken's face in the very top right-hand corner.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, see the Kraken's face.
yeah.
Never-
There, that's
Yeah,
that's a hellhound, that is. That's
I know,
not a
it's half
kraken.
the Kraken's face.
You know, you got the jaw down here. It's pareidolia, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Mexico's president thinks it's an elf. There you go.
Yeah.
The president of Mexico, if you will listen to me, we've had Mexican listeners in the past. Where do you stand on this, Mexico? Where do you stand with your president? Is it an elf? Are elves real?
We often have Mexican listeners.
Yeah. Are elves real? Do you believe your president? Should I be looking at buying anti-elf precautions for my house?
Should you be kicking out your president?
Another valid point.
Because he's a mentalist.
Yeah.
Might be mad as a box of frogs. Who can say? Oh,
I'm
there
not
you go.
buying it. I'm not buying it.
Mexico reckons as elves. There you go.
Mexico's equivalent to Boris Johnson.
This one's for you, Mike. It's tragic.
Ministers considered culling pet cats at start of pandemic. Fucking hell, they would have had a riot then, wouldn't they? Can you imagine?
Riot.
Well, they did think about doing the very same thing at the start of World War II with dogs. Because they reckon the dogs are just going nuts during the bombing raid. If you had one in the shelter, it's just going to bite you and probably kill you anyway.
What the fuck? Really?
Yeah, so they considered putting out an order to cull all pet dogs. And in the end, it was they just thought, no one's going to do it.
No one will do it.
No one's going to do it.
Lord Heseltine will do it. He smothered a dog to death, didn't he?
Apparently he did, yeah.
Well, this is all in the news at the moment because the inquiry's coming out into like the COVID. Well, what happened through COVID?
Yeah, the parties and
The decisions that were made and
not made.
not made. And
But
this
it
is
doesn't surprise you, this story, does it? These psychopaths wanted us to kill our fucking cats
How would they have?
to stop spreading COVID.
How would they have like implemented that shit?
I know. Would they have sent soldiers round to...
Gather up all the cats
Yeah.
or take your cat to a kill shelter, like a kill zone.
Yeah,
Fucking
all local fields would be fenced off with cat-proof fences, and you just machine gun them down. I don't know.
And what started all that bullshit as well was there was a guy he was somewhere in China and he had COVID and he had to do all the lockdown like they were doing. He said he had a cat that came to visit him and he made friends with this cat and the cat died a couple of weeks later. And that's what got the scare on about cats, I reckon. Got
The cat got corona.
I remember a thing in the press that your cats can carry coronavirus. I remember a thing at the height of the pandemic. I remember a thing in the press about that. But that was just. But that was it. It was like a minor one-day headline.
I remember
and
my
that
mum
was
telling me about it, yeah. Oh, Chester could bring in COVID. Don't let him outside.
Well, won't that be more because if someone gives him a love who's got COVID,
Yeah.
you know,
He can catch it. He can bring it into you.
Fur, yeah.
Or get it from another cat that's done the same.
Did you do it, me?
Well, then read
Yeah.
That's it, really. Ministers briefly considered it. Psychos.
They're never going to get anyone to do it. That's the
No.
thing. No one's going to kill their pet for the sake of public health.
If they send soldiers around killing cats, my god.
There'd be a lot of dead soldiers.
Yeah.
There'd be people.
Every house would be like Home Alone,
their,
wouldn't it?
their cats in the attics,
Yeah.
like Anne Frank.
There's no cats in here. There never was.
I see a little tree.
You're a single woman of over 40. We know you've got cats.
Find a little diary with those little paw prints all over it.
Your doorpost is scratched, madam.
Yeah. I just look at the furniture in this place and then realise there's a cat.
But like you say, I mean, no one's ever going to do it, and that's why they didn't do it in the Second World War. You know, no one's going to kill their dog. No one's going to kill their cat. You know?
No.
Moving on. Drinking cola and Pepsi may increase testicle size and testosterone production, study says.
Pete's for some reason feeling his balls.
And he also walked in the scene and went, I'm drinking more water and less Coke and Pepsi.
Yeah. They've shrunk, haven't they?
I'm going to go get a bottle of Coke on the way home.
They've shrunk, haven't they?
Yeah, but we were just discussing a bit ago that if you got the snip, due to less testosterone, you are elongating your life. So what are you going to do? Drink the water or go for the Coke?
We weren't talking about the snip, Claire. We were talking about having your balls removed.
Yeah.
There's a big difference.
Yeah.
Oh, totally removed?
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
That's why I decided against it.
Oh.
Eunuchs live longer, but obviously, you know, became Sam Smith.
Can't
You can't jizz at all.
Sam Smith can't, no.
They can. I'm mocking
Eunuchs
you.
can't jizz. No, they've got nothing to
Yes,
jizz.
eunuchs can't jizz. I suppose they can still get an erection.
I don't think they can. I don't think they do. I don't think
So
they...
Well,
how do
hang on, so you're telling me that fucking what's his face, Grey Worm in Game of Thrones wasn't banging Melisandre because he was a eunuch?
Well, maybe
They
can,
made
I
love.
don't know, maybe.
Well, when you have your tube snipped, you can still jizz.
Yeah, that's because you got your balls still. Without your balls...
They snipped the tubes between the balls and the what's
Yeah,
it called?
the sperm still gets produced. It still... When you ejaculate, it still comes out, but it stops because it's been tied. You just can't get down the end of your penis.
No, something still comes out.
Yeah.
The cabbage water, basically.
No. Yeah. Not the sperm
The good
doesn't.
stuff.
It's the liquid that the sperm survive in, that still comes out.
Ah.
But not the sperm, because it's tied, isn't it? So the...
To be fair,
Jizz comes out, but the spunk stays.
Yeah.
I have no idea how it works. I know that my dad had one about 3 months after having me.
Right, anyway.
Hell of a vasectomy. He was like, nope, not have any more of them.
I've been drinking Coke ever since I was a kid, every day. Size of fucking watermelons by now.
Get him out, let's have a look. Jesus, Mike, fucking hell.
Well, to be fair, it's not the brand, it's the cheap shit, so maybe...
So the study conducted by researchers at Northwest Minzu University in China published a scientific journal in the...
Actor endocriminal, I guess I'll go with that.
Set out to determine the impact of carbonated beverages such as Coca-Cola and Pepsi on fertility.
Had on
fertility.
So it's not Coke and Pepsi, it's carbonated drinks.
Yeah.
Then.
And it is a Chinese university. Let's also not look past that.
But their tests were specifically on Coke and Pepsi, and they gave it to male mice.
So researchers who relied on animal testing to conduct the study found that the opposite was true when it came to testosterone. The male hormone produced mainly in the testes and the testicular size.
Yeah, because previous studies had linked soda consumption to harm to reproductive functions, reduced sperm quality and reduced sperm motility.
Wow, so it's having the opposite effect.
Apparently.
Over a 15-day period, the scientists performed tests on the mice to analyse the effects of carbonated beverages consumption, which included blood tests and weight and diameter measurement of the testes.
Little calipers on the mouse balls.
Come here, Mr. Rat!
That's
on the rat
hilarious.
balls.
What's your job today then, James? I'm going to measure some mice's bollocks.
Yeah.
What a great job title. Chief bollock measurer.
So the outcome demonstrated a high dose of Pepsi or Coca-Cola could promote testes growth and development.
Wow.
They were significantly increased by day 15, the mice that drank the Pepsi.
Got no teeth, but the teeth balls are massive.
Well, it depends whether it's the full fat one as well. Do you know what I mean? If they're drinking that every day, they're likely to put that weight on around their ball sack in sugar.
The mice that drank full fat Coke for 15 days straight had no teeth and were morbidly obese. But they had massive balls.
Yeah.
In conclusion,
Proportionate to their huge belly.
Yeah.
In conclusion, they say drinking Coca-Cola and Pepsi could promote testes development, enhance testosterone secretion, and increase serum EGF concentrations.
Brought to you by Coke and Pepsi.
This study's got to be.
But it
Sponsored
could.
by Coke
Right.
and Pepsi.
They all say could and maybe and things like that. It might, it may.
Yeah.
There's
no
no
link with the mice that they found.
Yeah, there's no real hard evidence, but yeah, it's a yeah. Yeah. I mean,
So, listener, drink Coke and Pepsi. Maybe your balls get bigger.
Maybe
Maybe your stomach gets bigger.
Maybe your sperm will get more mobile as well because of the caffeine and all sorts.
Yeah, but the fatter you are, the less likely you are to use your incredibly mobile sperm.
Some people, only partake in a few cans a day.
Well, it's true, but a lot of people don't. We don't have no teeth. You please be diabetic.
Yeah.
Oh well. Big balls though. Good. Fugitive mafia prison killer captured because his pizza was so good. That's the ultimate curse, isn't it? After spending 16 years on the run from Italian authorities, a convicted mafia member has been captured, and it's all thanks to his delicious recipes. Edgardo Greco was arrested in Saint-Étienne, France, on Thursday after Interpol tracked him down in an operation part of their I Can project. Greco, 63, has ties to the notorious Italian mafia organisation and was wanted to serve a life sentence for the murders of two brothers in 1991. According to reports, Greco had been living as a pizza chef in France and once ran an Italian restaurant under the name Paolo Dimitrio. Apparently he was so confident he would not get caught that he appeared in local newspapers boasting about his restaurant, Cafe Rossini Ristorante, calling it Italian cuisine prepared only with fresh and homemade. The restaurant was closed in November 2021, and then he obviously went to work as just a chef. Well, no matter how hard fugitives try and slip into a quiet life abroad, they cannot evade justice forever. Italy's Interior Minister Matteo Piantastori said in a statement. Dedicated officers around the world would always ensure that justice is served. If that's him at 63, he looks fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Greco was described as a dangerous fugitive. He earned the nickname the Prison Killer in the 1980s. According to Italian authorities, Greco was responsible for the murders of Stefano and Giuseppe Bartolomeo during the Mafia War in the 90s. The pair were beaten to death at the Mel Bar at a fish shop in Calabria. Their bodies were never found.
Well, how did they know they were beaten to death at Metal Bar then? Unless it was a witness saw it.
Yeah. Blood splatters, maybe.
Maybe.
They're quite good with shit.
Maybe they found the Metal Bar.
Well, they found him because he posted his picture in a local newspaper.
If he is 63 in that, fuck me, he looks better than all of us.
He can't be 63.
Why not? He can be.
He's Italian, they age well.
Especially when you've got lots of money.
Yeah, especially when you're an ex-mafia hitman who's really living on a... Either way...
He's probably not, he probably wasn't short for Bob, was he?
Can you imagine how gutted he'd feel though?
Oh, yeah.
16 years later you get caught.
Captured because your damn pizza was just too good. This guy's got to be Italian, this ain't French pizza. Hey, he looks like that mafia killer. Oh, but it's the best pizza place in town, Chief. He gets a 2-year amnesty. Buy as much pizza as you can, boys. He's going down.
Okay, moving on. Severed penis discovered lying on the ground outside petrol station car park.
Wow.
Nice.
The penis was spotted on the ground after a black pickup truck pulled out of the forecourt. The employee who found it told local reporters it was a whole dick found in the petrol station in Mobile, Alabama, US.
Wow, in Alabama.
Imagine coming across that. The bum.
Hey!
Oh, did you get some pun crown back for that?
Oh, you passed it back.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice one.
Goes back to the pun tiara now then.
Yeah.
Police were called to the scene following a sinister report that a detached male genitalia had been found at the station forecourt in Mobile, Alabama. Despite the shocking find, the MPD have since confirmed that the incident is not being investigated as an assault or murder.
Right.
They believe the detached appendage belongs to a young man tragically killed in a motorcycle accident nearby.
How far did that dick fly?
That's terrible.
Well, I suppose if they know that his dick was missing, and then they found the dick, then...
I love the quote of the employee though. It was a whole dick. That's it. That's the whole quote.
It was a whole dick.
How hung do you think he was?
I don't know. At least the balls didn't come with it, yeah?
I guess not. Severed.
Just a whole dick.
It's a whole dick.
Look what I found. Just waggling the air.
You have a suck on it too.
Why would you have to suck on it?
I'm some kind
It's Ben's birthday, just let him have his moment.
He might have got a deviant, you don't know?
Let him
Ben
have
wants
his-
to suck on a severed penis, let him suck on one.
It might just
From
be...
the marriage.
It's his birthday. He
I
can
know
suck
what
on
to-
a severed cock if he wants.
I know what to buy him next year.
Yeah.
It might just be that some sexual deviant finds it like
You.
First
thing that comes into your mind, stick it in my mouth.
I'm a leader of the civic community. How dare you suggest that?
You suggested that, nobody else
I
did.
would take on the role of some psychotic deviant. Whatever the cat fits, Ben.
Politicians, innit?
Oh.
You'll be found with a cock in your mouth at some point.
Yeah, guaranteed.
After becoming an anti-homosexual MP by any chance. Like that guy from Hungary.
Yeah.
Oh, that was caught getting out the window of a... Like
20-man orgy.
Yeah, that's it.
With a backpack full of drugs and dildos. That guy.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what's going to happen. For the record, I'm not anti-homosexual. Just that's comedy effect.
You love the gays, didn't you?
Well, they're great.
A little too much, some
Many gay friends.
He has had many. Many gay friends.
So trying to make it homophobic, Pete.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Wow. A woman raises £250 pet mastiff for 2 years, then realises it's not a dog.
What the fuck?
How did you not know that's a dog?
Looks like a bear.
Exactly.
Well, the fam. So.
I can see that from
So the
fucking here.
So the family believed it to be a Tibetan Mastiff the entire time, but became suspicious when it kept growing, eventually weighing over £250 and began walking on its hind legs.
That's a bit of a fucking giveaway, isn't it?
So only when it got that big, they were like, oh.
I mean, Tibetan Mastiffs are huge, aren't they?
Yeah.
But they're very, very fluffy.
Yeah.
They're like 50% fluff.
Yeah, hose them down and they look ever so funny.
Yeah.
So a woman named Su Yun, she bought an animal home in Yunnan, a Chinese village, while on vacation in 2016. She was surprised by how much this dog ate. A box of fruits and 2 buckets of noodles every day. Surprised that she was feeding a fucking dog noodles, for fuck's sake. And fruit.
Yeah, but the thing is, you know, we're the West, so people that give their animals like specific dog and cat food and things like that. Everyone else just gives them what's left over.
Yeah.
So the more he grew, the more like a bear he looked. And said,
No
"Miss
shit."
Yun, a villager living near the city of Kunming in Yunnan province. It turns out the owner is even scared of bears. So, well, who isn't?
Yeah.
Who isn't scared of bears, really? So the animal is now in safe hands of Yunnan Wildlife Rescue Centre after the family got in touch requesting help.
Did you not notice that like, its fucking claws could like just
Fucking
disembowel you?
What?
So,
It's meant to have big ass claws, isn't it?
Yeah.
Can't get a collar to walk the dog, you know. It's
no fucking way. So it's been identified as the endangered Asiatic black bear, which are the ones with the black rings around their eyes, aren't they, if I remember right? Like the brown rings around their eyes?
No, they're the ones.
I'm sure.
Aren't they South America?
they're black and they're bears.
Either way, they're one I've certainly heard of before. You ain't gonna fuck out. How can you not tell the difference
I know.
between that and a fucking dog? But yeah, so
Well, he got 250 pounds and ripped some guy's face off.
apparently
Presumably.
this black bear would fetch thousands of pounds if sold on the black market. But yeah, even despite them buying it as a Tibetan Mastiff.
So somewhere out there's some dude who bought a bear and received a Tibetan Mastiff.
Yeah.
And it's just a logistics fuck up. That boils down to it.
So, a few months earlier, a man from the same province raised
After finding
it in a forest,
It's not the first time.
believing it to be a stray
Oh.
dog.
So
Yeah.
he didn't buy it. Did
So
he?
other people have been. Oh, that's right. It's got the fucking neck thing. I remember it had a strange
Like a
thing
V,
about
doesn't
it.
it?
It's,
Yeah.
it's definitely not a fucking
Yeah.
mad dog, is it?
No.
That has got very dog-like ears, that one there has. He's looking at the ears.
They're really bear ears, dude. They're like.
Even as a cub, right?
Yeah.
You cannot mistake that for a puppy.
You can.
Not a
No
chance.
fucking way.
They get that little. That's the sort of noise they're making it.
Well, like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, basically. Arnie and Predator.
Yeah. That's what the little cubs sound like.
What's the best of Mastiff look
No,
like?
you're right. They have got that kind of noise. That's fucking mental.
Mike's chickens. The chicken could do a better Mastiff out now. So we've looked at the bear. It's only fair that we do it.
Tibetan Mastiffs are lovely.
They are, aren't they?
How the fuck? Alright, a Tibetan Mastiff,
Look at
as
that
far
one,
as a
it's not
dog,
bear.
You can get them in full
as
black.
far as a dog
You can.
goes, they are like a little bear.
I've seen them in full
I've
black.
seen them full black as well. That, yeah.
Like, a bit like him.
Like, I could understand why somebody who doesn't know completely, they could mistake a Tibetan Mastiff for a bear.
It's the same sort of hair, isn't it?
Yeah, but
I don't know, there's a bit of a fuck. I'm still going with this. You can still tell it's a dog
Yeah,
by the
look at
face.
tail.
yeah, but
Look at the tail. God, I want it about a Mastiff now.
I don't understand how you could get it the other way around though. How could you mistaken a bear for a dog? The other way, you could mistaken the little dog for a small bear. You'd be like, oh my god, it looks almost like a little bear. But
So I call Max.
you'd know it's clearly a dog. But you could not look at a fucking bear and go, "Oh, that's a dog." They're just so. It's a bear. There's no two ways.
That's non-news. That is. They've just found it and wanted to make a bit of a non-news story out of it.
No.
Maybe. Either way, it's funny.
Oh, it's just ridiculous.
Certainly weird.
Certainly weird.
One for the weird news.
As soon as that bear doesn't get more hairy, well, that's not a dog. Because clearly that Tibetan Mastiff over there is very hairy.
As soon as
It's a
it
big
doesn't
floof.
start panting and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Doing dog-like stuff, really.
Yeah. Chasing its tail and putting its paw up and things. You'd get a bit suspicious, wouldn't you, when
You would.
it lifts its paw up and swipes half your face off.
Yeah, kills the baby in your
With its
arms.
4-inch claws.
Yeah.
I've never known a dog to have 4-inch claws before.
No.
And it stands on its 2 legs and rubs its back against a tree.
Going. That's a strange bark you have.
I've never seen a dog lean up against a tree to have a shit before.
Scratching its back on that tree.
Strange behaviour if you're a dog. Oh, well, come here, Fido.
For 2 fucking years! 2 years!
It came out of house known, didn't it?
I don't think they trained like Wojciech, that artillery
got no
shell carrying
foot
dog, though. I thought they were like having wrestles with it and
Is
stuff.
that what she said?
I got no food left! I have no food left!
Enough of your racist accents, Pete.
How's it racist?
Because it's the world we live in today.
It's not racist, it's an accent.
It's the world we
It's
live
an
in today.
impression.
You're a white man doing an impression. Look at the guy who did the poo in The Simpsons.
What's happened to him?
Has he been killed or something?
No, he quit.
Why?
Because he's a white dude doing an Indian accent.
So is that
Look at,
become the president because of that cunt?
Oh shit, there's another one. And the guy in Cleveland resigned as well.
Is he white as well?
Yeah, I think so.
But white chicks, no problem.
No problem with that.
No problem at all with that. I just don't get it. Because I don't mean it in any
I know, I'm
racist
just-
way
Yeah,
whatsoever.
we're in
So
a
to
weird
me,
world, aren't we?
it completely doesn't make sense. Because I
Strange
just see
world.
it as a joke, having a bit of fun. That's all.
What? Yeah, like if they were to take the piss out of our accent,
Yeah.
like a bit farmerish.
Fucking right.
It's just
Crack
like
on.
game on, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
On that
Still-
note.
Either way, bears, living as dogs. Kind of down for it. I'm Ben. Thanks for listening.
Oh, yeah, Mike, thanks for listening. Peace out. May the force be with you.
It sounds very Putin-esque, that is.
What?
You bear. You dog bear. And I've been Claire. Oh, something about Pepsi.
Your balls will get bigger if you
Your
drink
balls
Pepsi.
will get bigger. Yeah, get on the Pepsi. Bit of testosterone.
And I've been Pete. If your dog doesn't bark within the first month of having it, it's probably not a dog.
It's a duck.